Hey guys, so today is Sunday, March 29th, 2020, and we are in the middle of a global pandemic going on around the world with the coronavirus. I actually live about 3 miles from Clearwater Beach in Florida, and right now we are not on a lockdown. They have us doing a stay safer at home, so that means we can still go out and about and exercise, drive around, go to work. Non-essential businesses are still up and operating. However, I shut down my office. My people are working from home. I'm working from home. I've been self-quarantining now for almost 2 weeks, and it really sucks when I live and I can actually see the beach right now through my window. As of today, the Orlando Centennial said Florida has over 4,200 cases reported of people that actually have the virus. So I just thought it'd be interesting to document this strange time in our lives, because I don't think we'll ever go through something like this again, and especially since I live so close to Clearwater Beach, where that video went viral of the spring breakers partying out there on the beach. And let me tell you, it was not the locals that was out there partying on the beach. It was the tourists, the people that flew in that had vacations booked already. I have rentals in this area, so I understand that's like our busiest time, for the state of Florida to get money, and that's why we don't have to pay state taxes, is because of the tourism. But we were not out there. The locals were not on the beach. I haven't been to the beach in over a month myself, even though I can see it from my window. So actually what I wanted to do today was go and see if people are abiding by the don't go on the beach rules, because you can still go and drive there, because obviously there's residential properties on the beach. You can't close that off from people that live there. Plus, I have a pass because my 75-year-old father lives on the beach. So I have a pass for when they shut down the beaches. Usually it's during hurricanes. They evacuate the beaches, and you have to have that pass from the sheriff's department to actually get on. So I have one of those. So I'm just gonna stay safe. I'm gonna stay in my car, but I'm gonna go drive around and see what is actually going on. We can still go boating. We keep getting alerts like twice a day from the freaking public service announcements to our cell phones that we can still go boating, so they haven't shut that off. But you can't have more than 10 people on a boat, which I don't know how many people have boats that big. But I can see right now that there's people actually boating. So it'll be interesting what's actually going on. So I will see you guys when I'm in the car. So this is my view from my window in downtown Clearwater. That's the main public library right there. And then that's the beach, the causeway that goes over to Clearwater Beach. And then those large hotels way out there in the back, that is actually Clearwater Beach. So you can tell that there's people out there boating already. It's a beautiful, sunny and 85 degrees in Florida. This is the best time to be here. And it sucks that we're all supposed to stay inside. But we're gonna go take a little drive over to the beach and see what's going on. So since I live in a high-rise condo, we have elevators and stuff to deal with. So I always bring a rag to hit the buttons, because they said the virus can actually stay on the surfaces for like 3 days or something like that. So when I have to take the elevators, I use a towel. And as you can see, in our condo, we have all of these announcements. They've shut down all the pools and gyms, even though people weren't congregating at our pool. At a lot of pools they were. They used to keep sanitizer in the elevator here, but they took that off. But I always use a rag just to open doors and stuff, and then when I'm done, I throw that rag immediately into the laundry, and I clean all of them with bleach. So hopefully not to get anything, any germs. So this is the emergency pass I was talking about, although it is for St. Pete Beach, because that's where my dad lives, and we're going to go to Clearwater Beach, but all the beaches are connected. You can literally like go into Clearwater Beach and drive all the way down to St. Pete Beach. I don't think we'll need this, but we're going to keep it by our side anyway, just in case. Alright, so we are going to go drive to Clearwater Beach. I live in downtown Clearwater, so I'm about 3 miles away from the actual beach. So we will see what is going on over there. And again, this is Sunday, March 29th. We've been in a global pandemic for a few months now, since at least January. Although I really think that this coronavirus stuff has been around longer. That's my own personal opinion, because I was really sick in November and December of 2019, and I kept going to the doctor and they had no idea what was wrong with me, and everybody in Florida was sick at that time. Everyone I know was sick. It was horrible. It was the worst thing I ever had. It was an upper respiratory infection. They then finally diagnosed me with pneumonia. I was coughing up all kinds of crazy stuff. I had a low-grade fever. Definitely wasn't a high fever, but who knows, because I was taking so much over-the-counter medicine because I felt like I was going to die, that could have controlled the fever. But now I'm reading that you're not supposed to control the fever. You're actually supposed to let the fever burn out the virus, is something that I read from a retired doctor online. But I'm not giving you any advice, because I'm not a doctor, on how to get over something like that, since this is a new virus and they're still trying to figure out how to tame this thing. It's definitely a weird time in our life. Never thought that this summer I would be spending it locked up in my condo. I'd actually lived in Southeast Asia in 2019, and I got pneumonia in Tokyo, and it was horrible. But that only lasted for like 3 weeks. When I came back in August and I was in the States, then I got what I think was the coronavirus, and it knocked me out for 2 months. It was the worst thing I've ever had in my life. And to fully disclose, I'm 42 years old, healthy, not on any regular medications, take vitamins, work out daily. We'll try to now. All the gyms are closed, all the pools are closed, but yet golf courses are open, which doesn't make any sense. You know, I mean, I even think the library is closed. It looks like this is the downtown main library in Clearwater. There's no cars, nobody's there. It's really just weird. It feels like the version of a zombie apocalypse, for sure. But we are in downtown Clearwater. Over to the right is actually the marina. I don't know if I can, since this thing, yeah, you can't really see, but over to the right here is the marina, which is downtown where we have the boats and everything. Like I said, Florida is not on a total lockdown, so we can drive around, we can exercise. Actually, they promote exercising, which is good, because I don't have a balcony in my condo, and my only one thing to keep myself on a daily schedule was to go to our gym in the condo, which there's hardly nobody there either, because it's in a condominium, and then the pool. And then, of course, Pinellas County shut that down just a couple days ago. So basically, you know, we can't really do a whole lot. However, I really wish the federal government would just take over, put the whole country on lockdown for 2 weeks, have this thing die out, so we can all move on with our lives. So this is Court Street, which goes down to the beach, which normally on a Sunday at 1 o'clock, this would be jam-packed with cars. it would be bumper to bumper. I mean, this is right in spring break time, normal spring break, and it would take an hour to go over this 2-mile bridge from my house. But as you can see, the trolleys are still going. Public transportation is still going. People are biking on the bridge. People are still getting out and getting their exercise. Oh my God, there's a ton of boats. Holy crap, there's so many boats out there on the water. If you can see it, there's like boats everywhere. See, like normally this would be jam-packed. There's a lot of cars over here though. In this little parking lot, there's a ton. Lots of people walking. Like I said, they haven't closed down the streets because people actually live here. So, you know, you can't completely close the streets off since this is like residential areas. And people actually have houses down here, so. But that normally would have probably taken me a half hour. But like I said, once again, we're not on complete total lockdown. We are at a stay safer home ordinance. Now that says the beaches are closed through the 6th. So that's interesting. This says that that sign just says that the beaches are closed through April 6th, which that would be like in like 7 days. So I have no idea what that means. I don't know if the beaches will open then or not. So Island Way down there, that's a private residential island estates. But there's still a few cars and stuff coming over here. Obviously not as much, so that's good. People aren't coming out here. More people biking. I actually wish I had a bike now. I don't have a bike, but it would be nice just to get out and bike over to the beach, because for me it's like 4 miles. So people on jet skis, more people walking, lots of boats out. It would be nice to have a boat too, because honestly I think a boat is about the best social distancing that you can get. You're out in the middle of the water. You can't be close. I think the alert they sent us was that you can't have more than 10 people on a boat, and then the boats have to stay 50 feet apart in the ocean. So here, now we're at Clearwater Beach. That hotel only has like 4 cars at it. I can't honestly believe anybody would be staying in a hotel right now. Although they have not shut down flights. Domestically, flights are still coming, and they're trying to lock down New York City because that's where they have one of the biggest cases, I mean the most cases right now. But flights are still coming in. Snowbirds are still flocking down, and a lot of them have properties here, so I guess you can't completely stop people from coming, you know. So now all these businesses have signs on the windows. Those yellow signs are saying that, see, there's one that's open, but most of them have shut down because, I mean, look at this place. It's a ghost town. There would normally be people all over, but you can still drive around. All the restaurants and bars are closed. It looks like most of the surf shops are closed too. So then it's really, you know, CVS is open. There's one car there. Yep, so they got the signs up on the beach. So you can drive around on the beach. You just can't walk out on the sand. So we'll go drive by one of those signs and get a picture of it here. And from what I read was that all the parking has been shut down too. So we're gonna go drive around Frenchie's and the Palm Pavilion, because that was always a popular poppin' spot. Probably isn't right now since everything's closed. I mean, they haven't closed hotels, which is interesting. But then again, I mean, who's coming down to stay at the hotels, you know? If you don't live here. I don't know why you would fly down to not be able to go to the beach or do anything. It would just be weird. So there's the Palm Pavilion, which is usually always packed. Wow, this parking lot is completely fucking, excuse my French, empty. Where normally there's just people everywhere. There is a sign for the beach closed, but yet they have barricades open, so that's interesting. The police are hanging out, probably mandating if someone tries to go. These people are trying to get, I wonder if you have to pay for parking. Wow. This is so weird. So we're gonna park here for a second and just get some pictures of the beach here. To see what this all looks like. Nobody on the sand. I don't think I've ever seen the beach this empty before in my life. All the volleyball nets have been taken down. There's a few people hanging out. I'm kind of surprised. I thought they said that they shut down parking so people could even park here, but I guess you can still come and stand on the sidewalk. Just can't go on the actual sand. It's a little windy out here today too. So I guess that's good to know. You can at least still come out here and enjoy the weather and sit on the sidewalk. You just can't actually go onto the beach. So that's definitely interesting for sure. Because I really thought they said that they even shut down parking lots so like people couldn't park, you know, and loiter and all that kind of good stuff. But it's definitely surreal, that's for sure. Living in really weird times. So we're gonna go drive down some other parts of the beach. So it's actually kind of nice to know you can just come here and hang out, because I definitely miss just getting some sun and air and sunshine. There's a sign right there. Beaches are closed to help stop the spread of COVID-19. but a lot of these little businesses aren't going to make it. That's new. I haven't even seen that one there. I haven't been here for a while. Oh, look, they got barricades. That's interesting. So, with those barricades, I'm assuming that's to shut off the streets and the parking lot. It looks like those are on standby. So, they will put those up when they don't want people even coming here and, you know, driving by anymore. But I have lived in Florida for 20 years now, and this is the first time I have ever seen them barricade off the beaches. Looks like Clear Sky is open, and you can order from Uber Eats. This is the Sam Pearl, which is dead. But it's interesting, that sign when we came down said the beaches were closed till April 6th, so I wonder if they're going to open them up in April. I mean, they haven't really said anything. The governor, DeSantis, has not done a complete shutdown of Florida. I don't know if they ever will, because, you know, that's a lot of money that they're losing. And I understand, because I have, oops, thought that guy was turning. I have rentals, so I understand the impacts. I mean, it just really sucks. So many people are losing their jobs. Our economy has never seen anything like this before. I'm having a hard time as a business owner. You know, I haven't signed any clients in a couple months because everybody's tightening up their budget. And, you know, saving money, because we have no idea how long this is going to go on for. And it's just really strange times. Oh, that place is open. Huh. I said it was a beach bar and there was people in it. That's bizarre. Maybe they, well, no, they couldn't even serve food. Oh, it looks like the park over here is shut down too. They got that roped off. Yeah, they shut off or shut down all parks, like jungle gyms and stuff like that, because I guess if the virus, you know, can last on plastic for like 3 days or something like that. But it seems like these police cars are just kind of sitting here to warn people, but yet there's actually nobody in the police vehicles. As you can see, they're empty. So I think that's just kind of to scare people. There's a couple of security guards over there at the lifeguard station. There's a police officer putting up more signs. Oh no, that says they're closing the sidewalk. See the barricades there? Huh. So, look at that, the sidewalk is closed there. And the sidewalk is closed here. They got signs about social distancing. The Hyatt has music going on, but they look pretty dead. So that's weird. So they have the sidewalk closed over here on South Beach, but they don't have it on North Beach. I wonder if that means that they're gonna shut down the sidewalks everywhere, so we can't even stand by the sidewalk on the sidewalks. Yeah, all you really see is a bunch of police cars and a few bikers. I mean, I don't know if they would put up signs so that you can't bike on the on the streets either. So you got a few bikers over there, and obviously everyone's doing social distancing because there's nobody here. I mean, these poor hotels, I just can't even imagine how much money they're losing. This is just like such a weird time in life for sure. There's another guy on his bike. I mean, the hotel parking lots are just empty. More people biking. There are Shepherds, which is known for their late night parties. Nobody is partying there now, that's for sure. Oh, this looks like new construction up here. Wonder what they're building, another hotel. Probably hotel or condos. We're gonna go over the bridge to Sankey. Sankey is more residential, so not as many hotels, mostly condos. You can see lots of boats in the water. Lots and lots of boats. There are people exercising. Some jet skis out there. So now this is Sankey. Public Beach, I'm sure, is closed too. That is the sailing center. They have some barricades there, but there's a couple cars parked. There's the Marriott. They actually have quite a few cars there, I'm surprised. Trolleys, you can see, are still going. Like I said, Sankey is mostly residential, condos, not really public beaches, but it'd be interesting. I mean, we can't get back there since it's private, but do they close private beaches? I don't know. That shopping center looks pretty dead over there. One thing says it's open. Once again, not a lot of traffic. Not a lot of people out driving around. I wonder if they shut down tennis courts, because golf courses are still open. Florida, people are flooding to the golf courses because they shut down public pools and condominiums. But yet golf courses are open, so everyone's jammed up on the golf course. So that makes a lot of sense, right? Some more people biking. Alright, we're gonna turn around here and go back. So we We are leaving Sand Key and going back to Clearwater Beach over the bridge. Not a whole lot of cars out, a few. We only saw one bar that looked like it was open on Clearwater Beach, which was weird because you're not supposed to. But who knows what they were doing. Maybe it was staff cleaning, doing maintenance. I'm surprised at the amount of cars here at the Marriott. I don't know if people are just, oh, it looks like they're parking and just hanging out by the water. Huh. Even though they have it barricaded off. Here they have the sidewalk closed. That's the sailing center over there. Like we've seen before, lots of boats out. Just walking. Back on Clearwater Beach. This is more residential areas again. But complex is totally closed. Lots of cop cars out, that's for sure. Seems like all you see on the beach is police cars. Police cars and people riding bikes. This is on South Beach, a more residential area. But once again, you know, we are not on a total lockdown. We're not even at stay-at-home orders, hence why we can be out driving around. We are at a safer at-home order, which means you should only be out for essentials. Like me documenting the beach. But honestly, I've been self-quarantining since before all this, well, about 2 weeks now. So, you know, you just got to get out and drive around and get some fresh air. Oh, there's a taco bus. That looked like it was open. I guess you can do takeout. So there's the Opal. It's a beautiful new hotel on Clearwater Beach. Once again, that hotel no one's at. And the sidewalks that on South Beach they have roped off, but they did not rope off the sidewalks in North Beach. It's like that sidewalk is open, so maybe you can walk this sidewalk on the other side, but not close to the beach. That's interesting. It's very eerie indeed. Very weird to see Clearwater Beach like this. I wonder if they'll ticket people if they're walking on the sidewalk. Honestly, I haven't really seen any craziness yet. There's the Hyatt. I have not seen, thankfully, everyone's been pretty chill in downtown Clearwater. Like I said, this is the first time I've come over to the beach since over a month, since the pandemic really, exploded. There's the pier. Looks like maybe some workers driving around. And people riding their bikes. Oh, and they got more barricades over there. Yeah, I think it looks like, okay, so they have this parking barricaded off so nobody can park there. That's what I really thought they were gonna have. More of it. There's all the boats, the commercial boats. I was wondering because for a while I was still seeing the big commercial boats go out into the ocean. So I thought maybe they were still running and they hadn't shut them down, but now you can see the pirate ship is there, and the Calypso Queen is there. So I don't think they're letting them charter anymore. Strange lady was staring at me. Huh. So yeah, there's all the... Oh, they all have notices now too. They all have the yellow signs on them. That they're all shut down. Which makes sense because those are big commercial boats and, then they can like hoard people. Calypso Queen holds like 200 people, So there's Krabby Bill's, totally shut down. They just redid that one too. They spent a lot of money redoing that location. Curbside available. So they are letting restaurants do takeout and pick up. But that's about it. Now we're gonna head back over to downtown Clearwater. Wonder who's actually even riding the trolley. The trolley keeps going and the buses are going, but I don't know who's riding the trolley over to the beach because most of the businesses are shut down. So here are the statistics as of Sunday, March 29th. Worldwide, there has been almost 34,000 deaths. In the United States, we are now ahead of all other cases, more than Italy, China, and Spain. So the one thing that I worry about is in downtown Clearwater, we have a very high population of homeless people. And the video cutout that I took coming back over the bridge, but all the homeless people are now congregating in parking lots because they've shut down the parks and they have nowhere to go. And a couple days ago, I saw about 60 of them congregated in a parking lot in the bright sun. And, now in Florida, it's getting up to almost 90 degrees in the middle of the day with the sun beating down. There were also 5 cop cars in that same parking lot. Nobody seemed to be unruly, but then once again, that's like a gathering of people. And then later on today, I went out and walked around in downtown Clearwater, And basically, they're just left to be on the streets because normally they would hang out in the parks and get some shade and, take a nap on a bench or something. And now they're just sitting at tables that are out on the sidewalks. And I tried to snap a couple pictures to show you, but, what happens to them? I don't know. I guess right now it's just a big question of not knowing what's going to happen. And I just saw in the news tonight that, Trump is saying that we all have to stay in until April 30th. So first it was 2 weeks, now it's April 30th. Then in the same article, it said we'll be back to normal by June 1st. So does that mean April and May that we're going to be on lockdown? I don't know. It's crazy, but it looks like from the beach and all the barricades, I bet you anything, they are barricading off the streets and the parking lots. And today, the little drive through I highly doubt we'll probably be able to do that next week. I do still have to go meet my father and bring him supplies because he can't get the things that he needs from the grocery store in St. Pete Beach, which is about 45 minutes south of me. He can't get mushrooms, cheese, Gatorade, but thankfully, my little local Publix here is always fully stocked of stuff. I haven't had any problems to get what I need, but I don't really buy in bulk either. Other than toilet paper. I bought toilet paper way before this started. There's some things I buy in bulk from Amazon, like cat litter, cat food, toilet paper, the essentials. That will last for a long time, so I'm okay on the toilet paper, even though everyone's been hoarding that. But I do have to go down and visit my 75-year-old father and bring him some supplies. So it'll be interesting to see what St. Pete Beach looks like when I go there in the next couple days. But everyone, stay safe, be well, be healthy, be smart, and let's just hope we can get through this and on the other side.